Dividend Grinder daily investing videos. Today we're doing a deep dive into Ford stock. It is so cheap right now. Am I going to buy it? Should I suggest that you all buy it? I'll get into that in a second. But first, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Daily investing videos. If you're into this stuff, this is the perfect channel for you. Now let's get right into Ford. So before I get into the fundamental analysis of Ford, I'd like to start off with just why Ford stock isn't exactly loved by Wall Street. So Ford has been losing a lot of revenues. Their year-over-year growth has been negative for the most part, almost across their global market. So Ford has been taking a hit. As you can see, the past 5 years roughly, that they've really have not progressed at all in the stock market. And that's in a market where everything was pretty much up from 2013 to where we are now in 2018. It's been a straight line up in the market, and Ford has not gotten any of that. Now, that is kind of expected when you have such a high dividend yield as Ford does, but we'll get into that later. Let me just start off by saying that Ford, it's an old school company. So they really believe in, dividend payouts. They really believe in their workers. They were really hell-bent on unions for their workers, fair wages. It's an American company, very old school. They like to stick to what they're good at, trucks and SUVs and rolling out their cars when necessary. So they're very reluctant to change. At least that's how analysts perceive them. And that's why Ford stock has never really grown to what it could be, especially compared to all of its peers. I mean, Honda has gone up in the Japan markets. GM is the one around here that's pretty good, solid stock. Toyota is a really solid stock. Mazda in Japan's a solid stock. Even Tesla, with its horrible revenues, is a much better growth stock than Ford. And, just to put this into some perspective, Tesla has never made a profit while Ford consistently posts a profit. And Ford makes more car sales in one day than Tesla does in a quarter. So just to keep perspective, that even though Ford's revenues are really struggling, that they're still a humongous company. And with that being said, I'm going into the fundamental analysis. I'm doing the 10 steps that I did in yesterday's video of what to look for in a dividend stock. I'll leave a card that you can click if you want to go see that, or you can just click on my channel name and go to the videos and you'll see yesterday's videos. I call it the Beginner's Bible to Buying Dividend Guides. I think that was a very helpful video to all investors. So the first thing that we look for is their forward price to earnings ratio. So if we go into view more data and we look at Ford's price to earning ratio, their current price to earnings ratio is a 5.5, and that's mainly due to that their stock is so cheap right now. So if we scroll down, we'll get to their forward price to earnings ratio, and you see it's actually a little bit increased. And this is because Ford has basically said, look, we're going to be stagnant through 2019 and most of 2020, and the analysts expect them to be a little bit stagnant. Now look, 6.97 is a ridiculously good yield. I don't care what company you're talking about, that's a very good yield, but it's kind of on the realm of thinking that Ford is not growing and they're not looking to grow. Now they've said that they're going to have an electric car fleet rolling out in 2022, and they have been making investments in alternative energy batteries and alternative fuel cars. So it's not like they aren't looking at the future at all. They are, but they're a little stagnant right now, and that's shown off by their forward price to earnings. Not much growth, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's a 6.97 forward price to earnings ratio. You can't argue that. So right off the bat, that puts you at a very safe position. The second thing that we look for, according to yesterday's video, the Beginner's Bible, we look at, is the yield reasonable? And they pay a very high yield. Right now, due to the price, the yield is at 5.7%, almost 6%. For a blue chip company, that's not a REIT, and it's not like a monthly dividend payer, that's not an ETF or MLP. This is a tremendously high yield that might get you a little worrisome, and it might leave you to dig into that dividend safety a little more, which I will get into at later on in the video. So the next thing that we look for is the enterprise value. And this is a very, very encouraging piece to Ford, and it makes me want to buy it right now. You see their market cap, so what the value by the shareholders indicates Ford is worth, and that's 42 billion. But we look at the enterprise value, they're not even close. The enterprise value, so the value of Ford essentially with all their assets and their revenue history is 170 billion. There is a lot of room to grow. A lot of the bigger stocks nowadays, like Amazon and Apple, their market cap is very close to their enterprise value. So, technically, it's like the shareholders are buying what the company's worth. Ford, they're not even close. They have a lot of room to grow in terms of market cap. So, there's probably a lot of shares left to be had, a lot more volume to be coming in the next couple of years for Ford. That is a very promising sign that they have so much enterprise value. And what is that? 42 divided by 170. So roughly 22% of their enterprise value is fulfilled by market cap. A very, very good ratio. But next, we'll look into dividend strength. And the next step that we look at is payout ratio. So if we scroll to the bottom here, Ford has a payout ratio of 31%. Considering their yield is 5.7% right now, that is a tremendous payout ratio. 31%, easily obtainable by this company. So you can see, even though their revenues aren't as quite as they wish they were, especially to analysts, they still have no problem paying out this high yield. Anything below 70 is considered good. Anything below 50 is really good. Anything below 40 is, take it to the bank. It's very safe. So I'm not worried about the safety of this dividend at all. Look, they're an old school company. Paying dividends is really important to this company. It's part of their mantra of the company. So with that being said, the payout ratio is safe. Let's look at their dividend history. So if I go here and I go into NASDAQ.com. Sorry, I didn't have this preloaded. Oh, you're killing me now, internet. Yeah, you're making me pay for not doing this. Okay, so if we go to Ford, stock ticker's just F. You gotta love that. One letter stock tickers are the best. So here we go. They're at 1059. We go to dividend history and we make this toggled, and you'll be able to see it a lot easier. So they do pay out special dividends, which kind of makes this muddied. You'll see right there they paid a 55-cent dividend, and they're paying a special dividend out this quarter. It comes out to, I believe, oh, there it is, 28 cents. So they had 15 cents as their common dividend, and they paid an additional 13-cent special dividend. Ford likes to do that at the end of the year. You see in January last year, they had 20 cents. January the other year, like I said before, they had 55 cents. Did they have one before? Nope. So it just rose before. They didn't have a special dividend in 15, but it still rose. So as you can see, their dividend is increasing too, which is promising with such a high yield and a very safe payout ratio. So I wouldn't be afraid of Ford slashing their dividend at all. I think that it's a very safe dividend despite a little lack of revenue earnings. So with that being said, we'll go back to the Yahoo Finance app and we go back into the deep dive of Ford. The next step to look for is their cash relative to their total debt. Go back in, we go to Ford, go back to view more data. We look at their total cash compared to their total debt. We scroll down. So here we go. So their total cash and total debt. So it's not uncommon for car companies to have a lot of debt. And make no mistake about it, Ford does have a lot of debt, 154 billion in debt. They do have a lot of cash. Don't get me wrong. 26 billion is not anything to laugh at. That is a lot of cash on hand. And their CEO has come out and said, look, we don't expect revenues to grow, but we are going to work on paying down some of our debt, which is a very good sign, because even though they have a lot of cash, 26 billion is a lot of cash to hold on hands on their balance sheet as of last quarter. 154 billion is a lot of debt. They're going to need to pay that down if they want to be a more profitable company and, have a greater standing in the market. They got to pay that debt down. That's what they're planning on doing. It's unclear as to how much debt they're going to pay down right now, but I expect 2018, 19, 20, maybe the early part of 2021 to be a lot of debt payment. And then come 21 and 2022 with their electric fleet and alternative cars coming out, and also with expansion of their SUVs, which is their best sellers, and trucks, that could be part of their growth. But right now, they're going to be a relatively cheap stock, I believe, for a while, for the next couple of years. And it's going to be due to them paying down debt and not really focusing on increasing revenues. So the next step after looking at that, you look at the operating cash flow. Very nice here. The trailing 12 months for their operating cash flow, 18.1 billion, a very healthy number. That means they're getting a lot of cash into the company. It's a positive number, and it's a very high positive number. So you don't have to worry about any cash coming in to Ford. So the next thing that we look at is their revenues. Are they consistent? So I've already hinted at it before that they've been declining slightly. Their year-over-year sales have been a little, etched in the global market, but they still have been very strong. It's Ford. They're going to sell cars no matter where they are. So 14, 15, and 16, even though their stock is going down, their revenues had nice, consistent, flat lines. And we look at the quarterly, their third quarter had a little bit of a tough time, but still, all 4 quarters going back to 16, it's not showing fourth quarter 2017, which was a little down for Ford, as expected. But all 4 quarters above 35 billion. This company makes a lot of revenues on a monthly basis. And we look at their annuals, not too much, but they still make a profit. That's more than Tesla could ever say in their lifetime. So we're down to number 9 on the list. And it brings in the question, will the Ford stock be around for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years? Guys, this is Ford. Ford's been around forever, and they're going to be around for a long time. Unless they get bought out, which would be very expensive, Ford's sticking around forever. And they believe in the dividends. They're an old school company. They're going to be in the game for a long time. They have a global impact. It doesn't matter if they're being outsold by, GM and Toyota and Mazda in certain areas. They're Ford. They're a household name. They're going to be around for a while. So I wouldn't worry about the stock just vanishing in thin air. If we go into the max, look, they've been on the market since 1972, and obviously the company itself has been around a lot longer, but they've been publicly traded since 1972. They're gonna stay safe on the market for a long time. I can't say the same about General Electric, but I can say this about Ford. They have such a global impact. It's almost impossible for them to envision them being off the market. So the final question that leads us is, can the dividends get reinvested? And as an owner, full disclosure, as an owner of a chunk of shares in Ford Motor, not too much, I'm not going to lie, and I bought them at the wrong time, much higher price. They are able to be reinvested, which is the most appealing part to Ford. So that brings me into the last point. Are they a buy in 2018? Look, the price right now is $10.59 as I'm making this video on February 13th. And that is very close to their 52-week low of 1019. And, if you're looking at the chart in general, we look at the, 5-year chart, it doesn't look bright. But you have to keep in mind, this is at the moment paying a 5.7% yield. And if you reinvest your dividends into this back into Ford, the stock is cheap. You can buy a lot. You're going to drip very quickly. So if you buy 30 shares and it has a 15-cent dividend, you're almost able to buy that's like a half share of Ford that you can buy. And then that's only going to accelerate. And that's really not that many shares. That's only $300 worth. So you imagine if you put a good chunk on Ford, the drip is going to accelerate really quick. I mean, if the stock keeps going down, that's never a good thing. But at the same time, they're going to be paying their dividend. You're going to get a high yield, and that the dividend is safe. Looking at that payout ratio of 32%. So what I'm suggesting is, if you're a dividend investor for the long term, this is almost a must buy. I mean, this is as good as it gets. Not only is it affordable for almost anyone to start delving into. I mean, 1059, you can't find a price for a stock that has a market cap of 42 billion. You can't find that on the market anymore. I mean, this is your chance. If you want to own a blue chip company and you're a beginner investor and you want that dividend, I mean, this is almost a must buy. The dividend is so safe. And even though their revenues are in question, their balance sheet is so strong. They might have a little too much debt, but they're working on paying that down and they have a lot of cash. It's almost a must buy. And I think I've talked myself into buying more of this. I'll see if it goes down tomorrow. You see, the market just hates them. I mean, the market was recovering nicely today, and you see that they still went down 1%. That's mostly due to they had weak showings in China. But I mean, yeah, it's going to decrease because they first initially got into a emerging China market not too long ago, and they had such a huge chunk that if they were majority holder, it's got nowhere to go from down. But that being said, I believe Ford is almost a must buy if you're a long term dividend investor. It is so cheap. You should have cash on hand always. This is one of those times where you want to spend it. Uh, could it go down to like, $8, $7? It might. Okay. Stocks are unpredictable. They always have that chance. But even if that happens, well, if you bought a good chunk of shares, that dividend is going to drip nicely right into it. You're going to be able to buy more shares. I mean, eventually the stock is going to recover a little bit. And who knows if their alternative cars turn out to be a big success, there could be major growth for Ford. That's why the market does not like them. That's why they prefer stuff like GM and Tesla's because they have more futuristic outlooks and Ford's more old school. But hey, for dividend investors, we'll take old school all day long. We'll take this safe, really high yield. So that's my video on Ford. I hope you liked it. Leave some comments below if you think my analysis is spot on or if there's something that I direly missed that would convince you not to buy this stock ever. Always interested in talking to anyone who watches my videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, daily investing videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. This is the Dividend Grinder. I will see you tomorrow on Valentine's Day. Let's fall in love with Ford stock.